back to another Smart Money Sundays. Without further ado, let's just jump right into DXY. So, right, from last week's video, I did say we're gonna see expansion to the upside, all right, after some expected turbulence, which we didn't actually get. We saw a rejection here from the previous week and then a straight push to the upside, okay? So now what I'm looking for is price to come up and fill this CME gap at 106.6, which almost has been achieved, just not yet. So in terms of what I'm looking for, in terms of macro perspective, nothing has really changed. Let me just get rid of this quickly, right? The scenario is still the same, right? We've made the extension to the upside. Now I'm waiting for the downside to occur. So what I'm looking for in terms of this week now is a push above this high, right? And then I'll be looking for reversals from this level to look for DXY shorts, i.e. EU longs, right? To actually short the dollar, okay? But I don't think we're just going to push down naturally. Price needs to distribute. So we may see something like this occur. We take out the lows, then price targets the high, right? 107 potentially. Then we start the turbulence to the downside. So it's sort of, this is what I'm looking for in terms of at the start of the week. Then the second half of the week is where I'll be looking for or planning to take swings from for the DXY. But in terms of macro perspective, nothing has really changed. Still sort of expecting price to actually come back down to the $100 level, potentially even break this level. Okay, now we may take the highs first at 107 to potentially come up test this level. That is very a likely possibility as well. But for now, I'm looking for short-term reversals into this level of 106.8 to fill in this CME gap. To fill in this DXY gap before a potential reversal on the card. So that's basically the sort of idea I have for DXY. Now, if I move over to EU, now in terms of EU, what I explained from last week's video was I was looking for longs from 1.05, which actually didn't trigger, right? Price just front ran that level before coming up. Now, this is still a valid level to take longs from. However, what I'm basically looking for now, if I mark it out like this, I'm looking for a similar sort of scenario where I'm expecting price to come up, potentially fake out, right, into 107.18 before a reversal into 1.057. From here, I'll be looking for reversal swings in the second half of the week only. For now, I want to look for shorts in terms of EU, because what we've basically seen is a impulse, and this is sort of a correction. So I'm anticipating some sort of manipulative move here, right, after this correction, this pullback is finished, to make that final extended push to where we'll start looking for longs again, okay, to align with the DXY analysis. But for now, waiting for this correction to complete, come into Monday or Tuesday. Likely we make this a Monday high, come into Tuesday, wick out that Monday high, and then make a reversal. That'll be a very high probability short, and something I will look for to target, okay, with my invalidation above this blue zone I have mapped out, to again target the lows, which is around 1 to 3R, right? If we target the midsection of this level, again, once PA plays out live, I'll be able to refine, or you'll be able to refine your zone further depending on how you trade. But again, all trades that I do take, I will share with premium analysis members and mental students, as well as I will be likely trading this live, okay, with the team. So, but that's sort of the game plan, right? Sells, high probability sells into buys, where if the buys play out, then I'll be looking for swings that into 1.08, okay, depending on how the DXY pans out this week, okay. Now let's move over to BTC. Now we have actually had halving yesterday. So halving was the 20th of April, which was yesterday. For those, just to show you guys quickly, so halving was yesterday. So now halving is done, right? Long term, still expecting a rally to occur, but in the short term, we could see very likely see some turbulence, right? Expecting some consolidation, potentially a wick down into 55k region, potentially even lower before a reclaim, right? Upon a reclaim and a structure shift, I will be looking to long Bitcoin with with leverage. Okay, right now, me and the team are only in spot positions on various different altcoins, which is only shared with the members. But in terms of Bitcoin, this is the sort of idea I have for Bitcoin. Okay, ideally we range, right, post halving, take another dip, scare retail a bit, potentially even wick down even lower to the 48k level before pushing back up. Upon a reclaim of this range that we've been in for the past month and a half, then I'll be looking for high probability longs into 90 to 100k region. Okay, so very, very simple. Not much has changed. Okay, even after halving, just expect more slow bound price action until we see a cascade occur, right, and the reclaim to start looking for longs, right? Very, very simple. Now let's go into Ethereum. Now, Ethereum, again, nothing has changed whatsoever. We had those three taps, 1, 2, 3, right? Price has basically sort of formed a bottom here, right, which looks like a bottom here, right? A potential double lows, right? What we could see is a potential wick down below, right, before a reclaim up. If this occurs, then I will take I'll take a very nice long position to come and target. First target is 3,700, second target is 4,100, and an extended target will obviously be the all-time highs on Ethereum. Okay, and if this does occur, right, then we'll likely see some nice swings on altcoins as well. So that's sort of the scenario I have mapped up. But if it doesn't take this low, what we need to see for this scenario to play is price to basically start trading above these highs and stay and make this into a new range, right? If this becomes a new range, look to buy at the range lows after this reclaim to long into previous weekly highs of 4,100, and the extended target is obviously 4,850, which is Ethereum's all-time high. So very, very simple, but this is the sort of the scenario that I have in mind. I'd prefer if the lows get wicked out, scare more people, then I'll be looking for longs, scale into longs, and upon a reclaim, then I'll aggressively start taking longs on Ethereum, right? Very, very simple, but that's sort of the game plan for Ethereum, right? Let's move over to gold. Now, gold is the only position that actually played, that provided a setup from last week's video, in terms of a nice intraday position. So if you look, what I said, right, would be, again, I recommend please go watch the previous video. You would extract a lot of value, especially the gold, where I go over the gold setup, where I explained why I'm looking for longs from this particular level. And what did you see? What happened? Price wicked, took out that previous low, came right into that $2,300 level, and then start pushing up, right? Just as I illustrated, this is an illustration from last week, right? Just as it came into the discounted region where I said it will be optimal for buys. Okay, now if you took this position, right, well done, right, because it actually would have played out very, very nicely. Okay, again, I'm still targeting these highs, right, in terms of gold. There's a nice 1 to 3, right? If you haven't already taken partials on this position, I'd recommend to do it, but I'd still hold the majority because prices tapped into this level a majority of times. And one thing you'll notice is when price taps into a particular supply or demand multiple times, right, liquidity is drying up from the region. Okay, sorry about that. From the region. So what price is likely going to do is eventually break above this level, okay, before it carries on with its trend. So I'm still holding this position, right? And once this high does break of 24.30, I'll leave at least a 10% remainder just for price to swing, because I think price can, because it's in price discovery, gold can rip over over the next couple quarters. So that's sort of the idea for gold. Okay, we want to be waiting for this high to get taken again, right? And then depending on where price puts the next high in, let's say for example here, then we want to be looking for from this swing low, you want to be looking for price to come back into the discount level of 23.80 to start looking for longs again. All right, simple idea. All right, depending on where price actually sets a weekly high from, that's where I'll ideally be looking to take the next sets of longs from, because I don't recommend shorting when gold is in a price discovery, or when any asset is in price discovery, because it can go higher much longer than you can even expect. So that's sort of the idea I have for gold. Again, don't take this high. Literally, you'll have to wait until Monday, Tuesday's high is set, then wait for retracements to start longing again. Okay, so anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did extract any sort of value from this video, please do like and subscribe, and leave me a comment as well, because it lets me know what sort of videos you guys want me to be uploading in the near future. And also, if you're interested in any what sort of services we offer, hit the link in the description. You'll have plenty of things to go through. There's also a lot of free value for people who don't have much capital and just want to learn. I put out a lot of free value for you guys as well. So yeah, so please do like and subscribe. It does help me keep uploading these videos for you every week.